Throughout history, human sexuality has been a subject of much debate and controversy. In various cultures and religions, relationships between people of the same sex have been viewed differently. Islam, as one of the world's major religions, also has its own history and attitude towards homosexuality. Interestingly, in certain historical periods, the Islamic world exhibited a more tolerant attitude towards homosexuality than is commonly thought today. In some parts of the Islamic world, especially in medieval Baghdad and Cordoba, same-sex relationships were quite common. Literature from that time, such as the works of poets like Abu Nuwas, contains open references to love between men. These works often praise beauty and passion, not shying away from homoerotic themes. The evolution of attitudes towards homosexuality in the Islamic world is a complex and multifaceted issue. Initially, during the early centuries of Islam, there was a certain level of acceptance and even celebration of same-sex relationships in literature and art. However, over time, as Islamic societies became more conservative and influenced by external factors, the stance towards homosexuality hardened. Abu Nuwas, born in the 8th century, is considered one of the greatest Arab poets. His works are filled with bold, often provocative descriptions of love and passion, including between men. His poetry provides a unique insight into relationships of that time, showing that homosexuality was not only known but widely discussed in literary circles. Abu Nuwas lived in a time when Baghdad was a vibrant center of culture and learning. The Abbasid Caliphate, under which he lived, was known for its relative openness and tolerance. His works include poems that are explicitly homoerotic, celebrating the beauty of young men and the pleasures of love. This period, often referred to as the Golden Age of Islam, allowed for a flourishing of various forms of art and literature, including those that explored themes of same-sex love. Ibn Arabi, a prominent Sufi mystic and philosopher, lived in the 12th–13th centuries. In his writings, he often spoke of love as a spiritual connection that transcended physical attachment. In his teachings, love between people of the same sex could be seen as a form of divine love, making him one of the most interesting and controversial thinkers of his time. Ibn Arabi's perspective on love was deeply rooted in Sufi mysticism, which emphasizes the inner, spiritual journey of the individual. For him, love was a way to connect with the divine, and this love could manifest in various forms, including same-sex relationships. His works, such as The Interpreter of Desires, explore these themes in depth, offering a unique and spiritual perspective on love and human connection. Mirza Ghalib, who lived in the 19th century in India, was a renowned poet and philosopher. His works reflect deep reflections on life, love, and humanity. Some scholars argue that his poetry contains hints of homosexual feelings, making him another significant figure in the history of Islam and homosexuality. Ghalib's poetry often delves into the complexities of love and human emotion. His use of metaphor and symbolism allows for multiple interpretations, and some of his poems can be read as expressions of same-sex love. His life in Mughal India, a time of cultural and social upheaval, adds another layer of complexity to his work, making it a rich subject for study. Ahmed, a pseudonym for a young man from Egypt, became known after his story of persecution for homosexuality spread online. Ahmed was arrested and tortured for his sexual orientation, but after escaping the country, he became an activist fighting for LGBT rights in the Islamic world. His story inspires many and highlights the importance of the fight for human rights. Ahmed's journey from persecution to activism is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. After facing unimaginable hardships in his home country, he found refuge in Europe, where he could live openly as a gay man. He now works with various organizations to support LGBT people in Islamic countries, raising awareness about their struggles and advocating for their rights. Salim Kishtin, originally from Iran, was forced to leave his country due to persecution for being gay. In his new home, he became a prominent human rights defender and founded an organization that helps LGBT refugees from Islamic countries. His work has saved many lives and brought international attention to the problems faced by LGBT people in the Islamic world. Salim's organization provides a lifeline for many LGBT refugees who have nowhere else to turn. By offering legal assistance, counseling, and safe housing, he helps these individuals rebuild their lives in a new country. His efforts have not only made a significant impact on the lives of those he helps, but have also brought greater awareness to the global community about the plight of LGBT people in the Islamic world. Amir Ashkan and his partner were forced to hide their relationship in Iran. After several years of fear and danger, they managed to flee to Europe, where they began a new life. Their story is a testament to the strength and love that can overcome all obstacles. They continue to share their experiences and support other LGBT refugees. Amir and his partner's story is one of courage and determination. Despite the constant threat of discovery and persecution, they managed to stay together and find a way out. Their journey to Europe was fraught with danger, but their love for each other kept them going. Now they are able to live openly and support others who are going through similar struggles. To understand why there are many gay people in Islamic countries, it is important to consider the influence of culture and religion. In some regions, homosexuality may be seen as a natural part of human nature, while in others, it is strictly condemned. It is also important to note that many people are forced to hide their orientation, making it difficult to accurately assess the number of LGBT people in the Islamic world. Islamic teachings on homosexuality are complex and varied. While some interpretations of Islamic texts strictly prohibit same-sex relationships, others offer more nuanced views. The cultural context also plays a significant role in how these teachings are interpreted and enforced. In more conservative societies, there is often a greater emphasis on traditional gender roles and family structures, leading to stricter enforcement of anti-LGBT laws. Modern medicine and psychology play a crucial role in understanding and supporting the LGBT community. Research shows that homosexuality is a natural variation of human sexuality and is not a disease or deviation. This knowledge helps combat prejudice and create more inclusive societies. The World Health Organization and various psychological associations have long recognized that homosexuality is not a mental disorder. This scientific consensus has been crucial in advocating for LGBT rights and challenging discriminatory laws and practices. By promoting understanding and acceptance, modern medicine and psychology help create a more supportive environment for LGBT individuals. Change is possible, and it is happening now. The international community, human rights organizations, and LGBT people themselves play a key role in the fight for human rights. Stories like those described in this article show that love and justice can prevail even in the most challenging conditions. Organizations such as Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch work tirelessly to document and combat human rights abuses against LGBT people in Islamic countries. Their reports and campaigns raise awareness and put pressure on governments to change discriminatory laws. Additionally, the United Nations has also been involved in advocating for LGBT rights, calling on member states to decriminalize homosexuality and protect LGBT individuals from violence and discrimination. While international support is crucial, change often starts from within. Grassroots movements and local activism are key drivers of social change. In many Islamic countries, brave individuals and organizations are working on the ground to support LGBT people and advocate for their rights. These activists often face significant risks, including arrest, violence, and social ostracism. Despite these challenges, they continue their work, providing vital support to their communities. By creating safe spaces, offering legal and psychological assistance, and raising awareness, they are making a tangible difference in the lives of LGBT people. Education and awareness are powerful tools in the fight for LGBT rights. By promoting understanding and challenging stereotypes, we can create a more inclusive society. Schools, universities, and community organizations all have a role to play in this process. Educational programs that include discussions on human rights, diversity, and inclusion can help foster a more accepting environment for LGBT people. Media also plays a crucial role in shaping public perceptions. Positive representation of LGBT individuals in films, TV shows, and news can help break down prejudices and promote acceptance. Legal reforms and policy changes are essential for protecting the rights of LGBT people. Decriminalizing homosexuality, enacting anti-discrimination laws, and providing legal recognition for same-sex relationships are crucial steps towards equality. Some Islamic countries have made progress in this area. For example, Turkey decriminalized homosexuality in 1858, and more recently, Tunisia's LGBT community has seen increased visibility and advocacy efforts. However, much work remains to be done, and continued advocacy is needed to ensure that all LGBT individuals can live free from fear and discrimination. The stories of LGBT individuals in the Islamic world are stories of hope and resilience. Despite facing significant challenges, they continue to fight for their rights and build supportive communities. Their courage and determination inspire us all to continue working towards a more just and inclusive world. The fight for LGBT rights in the Islamic world is far from over, but progress is being made. By supporting organizations that advocate for human rights, raising awareness about the issues facing LGBT people, and promoting education and understanding, we can all play a part in this important work. Together, we can create a world where everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity, can live freely and with dignity. The stories of those who have come before us remind us that love and justice can prevail, even in the most challenging circumstances.